Hi everyone, welcome to Watu. This is a bi-weekly production where we discuss social justice, religion, humanity and culture. Watu is a Swahili proverb that means a person is people. The proverb was used in Africa to remind people the importance of teamwork, because individually we're weak, but together we're strong. Welcome. Hi everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to Watu again. And today we want to talk about a very special topic.
So much dear to my heart.
Dear to your heart. Mm-hmm. You love food?
I love food.
Yeah, so we're talking about food and culture. So we just want to explore how food and culture are interconnected. And there's so much to talk about when you think about it. Mm-hmm. And we all love food.
We do.
We are Americans.
I love food so much.
I don't think it's just Americans. Everybody loves food.
Everybody loves food. Yeah.
You know, we all love food, and food is good. Food is delicious.
It's good for the soul.
But before we talk, we dive into like talking about like all this food and all those delicious food. What is culture? Maybe we can talk a little bit about or explain, or what do you say? Explain or expound or define,
elaborate.
What culture is. So what is culture, guys?
Culture is the customs, art, social institutions, and achievements of a particular nation, people, or other social groups.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Really wraps it up.
Yeah. It's kind of the same thing, but all the ways of life, including arts, belief, and institution of a population that are passed down from generation to generation.
Yeah, good one.
It's an umbrella term which encompasses the social behavior, institutions, and norms found in human societies, as well as the knowledge, beliefs, arts, laws, customs, capabilities, and habits of the individuals in those groups. And it's often attributed to coming from a specific region or location.
Okay.
That yours is so broad.
Yeah.
It adds everything.
Mine was very simple. I just say culture is what makes everyone different from who they are and where they're from, or originated from.
True.
It makes us different. Our cultures.
Sure.
Yeah. So, what are the 5 different groups of food?
Fruits.
Yeah.
Vegetables.
Are there only 5?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think there are only 5. Yeah.
Vegetables, grains, protein, and dairy.
Okay.
To those who are allergic to dairy, they only have 4.
And those that don't eat bread.
Yeah.
They don't have grains. So.
Dairy, protein. I wrote down fruits, vegetables, starchy food.
Starchy food. Is that
like
grains?
Is that like a world type of thing? 5 food groups? Because I didn't know about that until I came to America. Is that like a...
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was
definitely know it's a U.S. thing. I don't know if it's a world thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do we follow the My Plate?
No.
I don't
Not
think
in
we
Africa.
follow My Plate.
No, in Africa?
You just have a plate.
No, you just fill as much as you can.
I mean, I think they got rid of the pyramid, right?
They did.
Yeah.
I feel like the pyramid went
the
away and then it
pyramid.
became a circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what the my plate is?
Yeah.
Circle. See, I was taught the pyramid, so
Oh,
I'm
no.
old school.
That's hot, the circle.
So I said fruits, vegetables, starchy food, dairy, protein, and fats.
Yeah, that's the 5 food groups.
Yours are named different.
Yeah.
You got fats in there.
So what are starchy food like?
So you're like mixing fats with like carbohydrates, protein, and fats. I don't know if
I think fats is like by itself,
group?
right? It's like it's a specific group, right? Because there's no
I guess
protein.
it could be.
Fats are no protein. Do you think
But
it's
there's
like,
so many things that overlap. I mean, like you got like nuts, right? They've got protein, but they've got fat.
They do. Yeah.
You know, beans, protein, and carbs.
Lentils.
Yeah.
But
Like-
would you? They can still. So what are you gonna call that? Like if it's combination of that, fats and protein.
I call it beans. Or
Well,
harage.
because with the food, with the my plates, the whole goal is to have like all 5 of the groups.
Yeah,
So if you had beans, that means you didn't have to have meat.
beans.
Yeah.
I hate
So
beans.
count as one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that for
No,
You don't like beans,
no,
Uncle?
I know, right?
I don't like
It's not
beans at
possible.
all.
It's
Yeah.
not
I
possible.
think you
And you're
grew up
from
with too
Kenya.
It makes you gassy, man.
Oh my god!
I think of all the
Still
fruit,
good.
the fruit categories, beans is the worst with gas.
And cabbage.
Yeah, cabbage. too.
Cabbage can do that to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
cabbage.
yeah. I've never experienced that.
But do people really have like all 5 food groups every time they eat?
No.
I don't think so.
I think like
You have to really be
kind
paying
of-
attention to that.
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's kind of like averages, right? Like it's all about balance.
Mm.
Yeah. You're supposed to have the five groups of food every time you eat.
I don't think deep fried chicken counts as a group.
It's in starchy
It's
and fat.
protein
I
and
mean,
fat.
you're mixing your fat, your protein, and your grains in some cases, I guess.
So that's
then I
basically
guess
That's fat and protein.
that's 3 of those.
Yeah, then you just have some fruits and veggies with
Yeah.
your one little.
Piece of chicken. That's it right there. That's on my plate.
Yeah. So how is food related to culture?
Well, I feel like culture is influenced by food. So through traditions and religion and how your family's shaped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does food influence culture or culture influence food?
I wrote down both.
Yeah.
Both?
I think it goes both ways. Like it's
So
Both
yeah,
ways,
I think it does go because one said culture is influenced by food, and then the other one said food can influence the way people. So
It's both. I feel like it's both.
it's interchangeable.
But even like how food is prepared, when you don't have access to like refrigeration and then you use like salt to like brine foods and keep them longer.
Yeah.
Like how you prepare that in one culture is different from another that would have like refrigeration and that type of thing. Who wouldn't know how to use
Yeah.
those kind of things to dehydrate.
Yeah.
Or like making the canned fruit where you have fruit and then you smash it, or jam, making jam or preserving fruit and nuts and things like that. I don't know how to do that.
I can teach you.
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
can garden foods when we have like too many carrots or too many tomatoes.
We're going to have some. And my garden is growing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
carrots.
got a lot of lettuce
Yeah, lots of
that's
lettuce.
coming up. So if you guys have some, want some,
A couple more weeks.
couple more weeks to be ready.
Yep.
So I said food is related to culture because it gives us identities of who we are as a culture, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
And it's a ways of retaining our culture and expressing who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, passed down generation to generation.
Even though the recipe can change because I know when we first got here, some things we couldn't make the way that we used to make it because we didn't know where those certain ingredients would be found.
Yeah.
Or we didn't know that you could substitute some ingredients for other things. So once we found that out, now you can kind of taste the food and it's authentic.
Yeah. I also feel like food is satisfies one of our most important human needs, connection. Like when food brings, when we eat food, we feel like we're connected.
That's
Right?
true.
Right?
I agree. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You know how like in Africa usually when there's like funeral like when a funeral happens, like, and everybody's just trying to heal, like, and they would cook like so much food, and then everybody like would sit in a circle and just kind of talk, and then within that talking, like, there's connections that are being made all through food. So I think it does connect us.
In Ethiopia, they feed each other.
Like,
I thought that was so much fun.
Yeah.
Where they, and then they take, and that person takes it and feeds the other person, and then that person takes it and feeds the other person, and then you bow after they feed you. It's so, I was like, I said that was so
That's
cool.
connection right there. That's connection. That's
connection.
yeah. And I feel like it's especially emotional connection. Like people get so attached to food emotionally than anything else. You know, and through that connection, emotions are created, and you get attached to that. And I feel like sometimes some people have issues with it when it's so emotional. We attach so much with emotional stuff, and it gets to a point that people, that I think in America they call like emotional eating. I don't know what that is.
Emotional eating, comfort food.
Yeah, comfort food. You know, those kind of things, because food, you know, soothes that. You know,
it soothes me.
Does everybody have a comfort food? Something that you go to?
It depends on
Yeah.
what it is.
I do not know what a comfort food is.
What is yours?
It's like some like. It's like something that when you like feel hungry but not really hungry, but you just want something when you eat it and you
like
just kind of like
comfort.
yeah.
It like we were talking about, like it soothes you.
Yeah.
It soothes you.
Yeah. So like, you know, when you have, like, sit down and you have your nyamachoma and your kachumbari and your ugali, that feels differently to you, like it's a piece of home. Versus, you know, when I'm making you spaghetti or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
So, like, it's that feeling of just, like, that togetherness that brings, like, memories back. And, like, your body remembers.
Oh, my God. I have mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have mine.
Which is?
I think mine would be chai ya maziwa. Not like ile noodle. I mean, not like noodle. You know the noodle? No. The maziwa kei, the milk powder thing.
Yeah.
Not that. Like actual milk.
Okay.
Chaya maziwa. And then mandazi. Right when it's cooked.
That's comforting.
Forget about it. Oh my God. Anytime, like especially in the evening.
Yeah.
That's ganja.
I think growing up it was chocolate chip cookies for me, but I don't know what it is now.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't really pinpoint. I think I just like food in general. I don't have a.
I love
think
food.
I have
That's
a comfort
that right
food.
there.
I feel like whatever I feel like I want to eat on that time, it's a comfort. Yeah.
No, chai. Oh my God, chai.
Yeah, like chai.
Chai and mandazi. Oh my God.
There's lots of sugar though. Like you have to have that. Like we
I have to
had
have
the
roots
anniversary.
chai.
Yes.
Roots chai with mandazi.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She was
Yeah.
in love with that chai that day.
The chai
Yeah.
is so good.
I think she would have like put it in her purse if she could.
I was gonna steal that chai. Oh my God. I hope
Yeah.
she
Need
makes
a
it for the
waterproof
women's
bag
lab.
or something next time.
Oh, I need to get it.
Yeah. So what does food tell us about a culture or people?
Okay. I had like food is often used as a means of retaining cultural identity and the areas in which families live and where their ancestors originated and influence food likes and dislikes.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
I read somewhere that Chinese people they believe food does not only need to be nutritious, but it also needs to be appealing. So that's why they decorate a lot of their food like it looks.
I like
good.
that.
Yeah.
Because I'm a very visual person. Like when food don't look good, even if it's delicious.
And I've noticed that when you go to like a lot of the restaurants, I love Asian food. When
It's
you go
decorated,
it looks so beautiful, and it tastes so good.
Yeah.
I feel like this was one of the reasons why they stay so healthy. I saw like a table full of food. They would have like rice. They have like a lot of rice, and then they have like one sort of meat, and then it's all full of veggies. But it all looks so beautiful and appealing that you just want to eat that, like everything that's on the table.
There's
But
like
everything is
yellow, orange, greens on there.
It looks so beautiful and appealing. You just want to keep eating. It's nice.
Food that don't look good, I can eat it. Yeah.
It was the first, like when he first got here, he was just like, yellow food is for children. Like, what? What? Like, it was like, okay, so lemons, bananas, like, and anything yellow, he was just like, no, children eat yellow things. It was like, what?
Why that doesn't make any sense? Why is that? Why did you say that?
I just don't like yellow food.
That's why he doesn't like
lemons.
mustard.
Lemons, man.
Banana.
Do you not eat bananas?
I don't like it that much.
You don't like bananas?
No.
You don't like
He
bananas?
likes my banana bread, but not bananas themselves.
I like the bananas in Africa, those little tiny ones. I've seen those.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
those
yeah.
are so sweet.
So
Oh, those are so good.
They're
Yeah.
so sweet.
But these
Especially
giant
for
ones, like, the ones I have here, no.
They're not as sweet. They
No,
taste
they're not
different.
that good.
They
Yeah.
taste different.
Have you eaten like I found my comfort food.
You?
Yeah.
It's such a no.
Mihogo na marage.
Oh, kabisa!
Yeah. Mihogo, you don't like
What is
beans,
that, cassava?
but yeah,
I
cassava,
love
like
that.
the whole cassava, right? You
Oh
cut
my
up
God.
into small pieces and you
Hallelujah.
cook it with beans. So good.
Oh
And
my
you
God.
drink it with
Muftama
tea.
was-
Yeah.
I don't know, that just came
That
into my mind.
I love that. And then when grandma makes it,
Yeah, grandma makes it with like thick soup. It's very nice.
Yeah.
muftama was it, and then it's like it's
That makes me think of home.
glowing. It's
Yeah.
nice.
So when you guys talk about comfort, it's about like something that brings memory of something, or
It comforts
And
you.
like-
it's like when you eat it, it hugs you.
Yeah,
you feel
and
like
also
you don't have to be hungry. You don't have to be hungry, but when you eat it, you're like, okay,
It also
everything is
brings
alright.
I'm
memories
relaxed.
for me.
Yeah, like it could
Happy
bring the memory,
place.
but also I believe like your body has the memory.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's not like you mentally have to think of the memory. It's like your body remembers that comfort,
yeah.
that moment.
And when you
I
eat
still
it,
struggle with that. Like I still try to understand, how can food make you comfortable? Like,
it can.
comfort.
It just relaxes you. I don't know. It's hard to describe it. It's just really.
you gotta experience it.
It's like that
never-
first sip of coffee in the morning. Just the first sip. Usually the second sip, I'm like, I don't need the rest of this. But that first sip, when you sit down, like,
It's like
that's good.
Exactly.
And then, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I never even thought of that because we haven't had it in a long time.
haven't had it.
And then nani makande.
and I'm not a big fan of makande.
Really?
What is
Me,
makande?
sometimes if grandma's feeling good and she makes it in a certain way
What
with
is
chai.
Makande is
What's that?
oof, what type of thing is that? It's like it's like a large, not larger. It is like beans, but it's not beans.
It's not beans.
I don't know how to describe it.
Oh,
I don't know how to
makande.
describe it.
Makande. I don't know.
You guys need to cook and bring it over
Yeah,
so we can try.
it's
It's
very
so- oh,
it's okay.
God.
Yeah.
It's not like soup, but it's a
No,
nice one.
maragi na miogo, man. It's been a long time. Do people not remember? We need to make it.
Make it.
But grandma makes
Yeah.
it the best.
Yeah, she does.
Man.
Start hinting when
Anyways.
you get home.
Yeah, you know.
Sometimes,
She
you know,
they bought a whole lot of miyogo. Maybe she's gonna make it. We shall see.
Miogo na maragi, please.
So what do you think here in America is we say that food, it identifies our culture. What is what is the food that identifies Americans? Like
when I
Yeah.
first
Hot dogs.
when I first got here, or well, when we were in the plane, they served this really nasty soup. I don't know what it was. I'm thinking it was chicken noodle. I'm thinking it was chicken noodle because I didn't know what it was. It was bad.
Yeah.
That's also plain food. But
And
yeah.
then
Yeah,
oh
plain
yeah,
food is bad, yeah.
true. And then Jello.
Oh,
Until
yeah,
this day, I will not eat Jello. Mm-mm. I threw up, and I couldn't eat any other food. They had to buy like bananas somewhere because I would not.
So American identity, culture identity, food is hot dogs, hamburgers,
Yeah, hamburgers, pizza,
spaghetti.
macaroni and cheese,
And how about your culture?
ugali,
Kisamfu.
kisamfu, kisamfu.
Chicha, majigiri.
Kisamfu is what, like the
Nani? Oh,
Cassava
like
leaf.
cassava leaf.
cassava leaf.
Cassava.
What do you guys call that? The fingerlings?
Fingerlings.
Those little tiny dried fish.
Daga.
Daga.
Nam keke. Oh my
She's,
god.
in Kenya we call them omena.
Omena.
Yeah. Omena.
Oh yeah, sambusa, mandazi, all that stuff.
Sambusa.
Yeah.
mandazi.
Chapati.
Yeah,
Chapati.
Yeah,
Chapati.
Yeah,
Now
that's
chapati and beans. I like that.
I've never tried that before in my life.
Really?
I said
I've
no.
seen it.
I
but
said that's
I would love to
different.
try
you've
it.
never tried it?
No,
That should
but
be
I
fun.
would love to try
Some
it.
people put onions in their chapati, and I feel like that's a crime
Oh.
against nature.
Onions.
Who does that?
Nani? Banani.
Try it.
Yeah,
those, like-
ulikumbuka.
Aye.
They're like purple. They're kind of like sweet potato, but they're purple.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen chapati made with that.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm
They're
not
trying to ruin
commit
something.
crimes against this thing.
Disgrace.
Don't
You know what's so weird? Like what I was like, so now I understand, but like a lot of people, like in Kenya we don't cook yellow ugali.
You don't
We don't cook yellow ugali at all.
Yeah.
No, I say
Like
white.
yellow ugali is like when there's like famine or something, like people there's hunger problems. That's when they
They
cook yellow, because so everybody
from
identify.
corn.
Yeah, it's corn yellow. Yeah. They grind those yellow corn,
Mm-hmm.
but people eat white ugali
Only.
only.
Yeah, white cornmeal.
So when I saw like yellow ugali, I was like, yellow ugali?
Are we starving?
Are we starving? Yeah, because we don't eat that. People don't eat yellow
But then
ugali.
your tribe eats that brown ugali.
That one is normal. That's even mama.
Yeah,
Sibenga
that's
eats
what
that.
that's
yeah.
what
Yeah.
grandma eats.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
like a
only
very,
ugali
very
she
traditional
eats.
African
That
thing.
ugali is so good.
Yeah.
With
I don't like it.
sombe?
Usombe, yeah.
With sombe?
So
Sombe
basically,
with
it's just
lot
like
of pepper.
a cassava and mixed with like wheat or millet. Some little tiny
Yeah,
things
little
like
grain. Yeah.
little grain,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's grinded.
Yeah, it's really
So it's
good.
very, very healthy food. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
It
Low,
sticks to you.
what do you call that? Yeah,
It really sticks to you.
it's very heavy. Like if you eat it, it just stays in.
It is.
so
That's why I can never eat it too late
Yeah.
at night, because I'll go to sleep and it's still
still
there.
in your stomach.
Yeah, it's very, very
But
heavy.
it's so filling.
It's very healthy though.
So
It's
good.
not as corn. It's not as bad as corn. Yeah, it's very good.
So good.
So why are certain foods important to certain cultures, or in your culture?
I mean, I feel like it's kind of grounds us. You know, we need to like continue to speak Swahili at home because it keeps that alive.
Yeah.
I feel like with food, our family passing it down to like the younger generation to continue to make that food is kind of keeping that culture. It's keeping us
Going.
grounded
Yeah.
to home. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we eat how we eat. And it feels best to
Yeah.
eat that way.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think like like you said, most of the cultures see the same thing over and over and over and again. Like like it's like so hard for somebody to try something that they're not familiar with. You know, that's when you see all people come from Africa and come here and you cook them pizza. No, I can't eat that. You know, because they don't even know. They don't even want to try it because it's unfamiliar.
Yeah.
You know, or
What I
cheese.
like about Kenyan food, at least more like in the villages, is there's not like a lot of buying spice. It's using the food itself to create the
Spice.
the flavor.
The flavor.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, we don't use a lot of spices.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they use like, cilantro, pepper. Like there's no like things that you don't know.
Yeah, like
it's,
the what's it called? Cumin and
No.
all that stuff.
yeah, they don't use those stuff around.
Paprika.
They use everything they use in like it's from the garden to make the
And
flavor.
there's herbs that grow in the garden that they use.
Yeah.
They do.
But,
Yeah.
That's
Stuff
what
like
makes it so authentic. and
Authentic.
Good. And
Yeah.
Authentic.
Yeah.
Come on. Hey.
I'm not even gonna try.
And I think if you're used to just eating the same food, it becomes your identity. You know, like that's Africans like ugali.
I love ugali.
You go to West Africa, they eat fufu. You know?
I know,
So,
and the ugali, and the ugali is like our ugali, like West Africa, like Nigeria and Ghana and whatever. The ugali is like the same as our ugali. It's
They
just
eat
their
ugali?
soup is made different. Yeah, but they call it fufu. And
It's
or
fufu guy because
swallow.
it's so like loose, like
There's
It's like yeah. It's so like it's like this.
Maybe because like a lot of them like most Africans like when they eat ugali they swallow it without chewing it. Yeah?
Yeah.
So maybe that's why it's like
It's like loose. So
it's
it
We
goes
don't like
down.
that loose.
Yeah, I
Go
don't.
down.
Yeah.
Me, I used to eat it because I lived with librarians.
yeah,
And
like
so that's what they made, and I grew to like it. It's really, I like
You
it.
prefer the like? Loose?
No, I don't prefer the loose, but their soups are delicious
Yeah,
if you eat
so
them with
that's
okra.
true.
It's
Yeah.
a lot of pepper,
Yeah.
but I think that's why I like. I love pepper.
That's
Yeah.
just so hot.
Mm-hmm. They literally sometimes they even just put the peppers in there and they'll break them on purpose.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
In
But
there.
it's so good. Like
It's-
when we went to Texas and we got to experience like Nigerian cuisine. Oh my god,
So good.
It was
You
so good.
it will sweat out all your illness.
Yes. Yeah.
The pepper
That's
is so
true.
hot.
I don't like that spicy. That's way too much.
Yeah.
Really?
You don't even enjoy the food. You're like your mouth is all hot.
You do.
you do.
You enjoy the food.
You do.
You still
You still
taste the flavor, or you just
Yeah.
taste the flavor of the pepper.
The pepper hits later
Uh-huh.
after you've tasted the food.
But it's very
Yeah.
good.
Oof. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people associate food with their childhood memories, like you guys were talking about. Yeah, when I was little, I hate uji. Like
hated uji?
oh, I hate it.
You ate uji?
Yeah, I don't drink
I
uji.
don't, it's people. Mjomba doesn't like kuji.
He
either.
doesn't like
He
uji?
doesn't like.
Uji, it's not. There's no like nutrition on that thing. It's just
There is
flour and
There
water.
is. No, uncle, like
Uncle.
uji. They make uji like one of those, like one of the poorest places. And sometimes in Africa, where you get those kids who are in the hospital who they can't eat any type of food other than like uji,
Yeah.
and that like brings in nutritions and they're able.
What
to
is
gain
it?
weight.
Just
You put,
unga?
I don't know,
flour,
something
you
about
put
it, though.
milk,
There's
you
something
put
about it.
nani.
What?
You can put cinnamon in it.
Uh-huh.
You can put
Or fresh squeezed
milk. You
orange.
say
Yeah.
coconut milk. You
And
can
they
put
use
almond milk.
milk, like goat milk, which is like
It
has a lot of
fills you.
protein in it, and then to make that uji, which just
It's
just
so
you
good.
feeling.
I love
Yeah, I
it.
can do it.
If I woke up late and missed uji, that's the worst day. That's the worst day. Didn't eat. Basically, you didn't eat.
You like the
won't-
uji?
You won't
Yeah,
eat until
it's
lunch.
nice. But uncle doesn't like drinking uji. But when he was sick, I made it for him, and he ate it.
It's one of those comfort foods too.
Yeah, but when
So,
you can't
what would
eat
you
it,
describe
you
uji
can't.
in America for Americans to understand what we're talking
Like
about?
cream
uji?
of wheat.
Cream of
Yeah,
cream of
yeah,
wheat.
Yeah,
cream
cream
of
of
Be the
wheat,
closest
but
thing
like
to it.
creamier
Yeah.
and more
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you'd never like squeeze an orange over cream of wheat here, but
No.
like,
You could.
Good.
yeah, but it wouldn't be the
It
same.
wouldn't taste the same.
No, like uji's a special.
So cream of
flavor.
wheat is just wheat, right?
I believe
Or what is
so.
it?
I don't know.
Is it wheat?
I've never asked.
That's why I don't eat cereal.
tried
Because
it.
I'm always I wonder like, what are these things?
Cream of wheat is it's different. I don't like it.
Do you guys
Yeah, I
ever
don't
wonder
like
about it,
cream of
or it's just me?
About wheat?
what?
Like cereal, people eat like
Would it be
cereal.
similar to, like,
and
No,
grits,
cereal is just
maybe?
chemicals.
Have you guys had grits?
Cereal is not
Have you what?
Have you ever had grits in the South?
No.
Okay.
If you go to like what do you call that place?
Waffle House?
Waffle House. They have
They
that
have grits.
stuff. Like that.
But
They
there's
look
different
like.
kinds of grits. There's like a soupier grit and then a regular. Like I don't quite.
If you go to
understand
Georgia,
the South.
every meal they have that.
grits.
If you go to like
It's called grits.
I
When
don't
we
know
were
why.
in London, they served beans with breakfast.
Yeah.
So that's one of my questions. Okay, so somebody said to me a couple of months back, only Americans have a
And it was
definition
good. Yeah.
of what is a breakfast food. So, like, even when we have eggs here in America for dinner, we'll say we're having breakfast for dinner.
Yeah, why do you guys do that?
Right, but like when I go to Africa, like
It doesn't matter.
you could have eggs any time of the day, and you're not going to call it breakfast. And you could have your beans, your githeri from last night as breakfast.
Yeah.
It's like it's there.
We don't do
It's
that. Yeah.
food.
Yeah.
So, like growing up before America,
Mm-hmm.
did you have a definition of what you eat for breakfast, what you eat for lunch?
No.
Is there a division?
You can
We
eat
eat.
anything.
It's
We
food.
just eat.
It's food.
No.
It's
Yeah,
food.
we
So
didn't-
maybe it is just an American
I think
thing.
it's just an American thing. Yeah.
Or we think
because-
that like
Why do you guys do that?
I don't know.
Yeah, because she's saying that when we were in London, we ate breakfast and there was beans, and it wasn't like a giant plate with
It's
stuff.
this little tiny bowl.
Yeah,
Of beans?
it
This
was.
little
Yeah,
tiny sandwich.
yeah.
But, like,
And you
every
can't go
human
back for
being's-
that's it. Like if you can go back for coffee unlimited,
Yeah,
but no more extra food.
You just buy another round.
You have to buy another round if you
Oh my
wanted
gosh.
to. Yeah,
But like the coffee was fine. Like
yeah, the coffee was good.
we seriously just found a place with unlimited coffee and sat there
Yeah.
for hours.
Yeah.
Another refill, please.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's all like a one like strip of bacon. Was it bacon or sausage?
I think it was like the Canadian bacon.
Yeah.
Except they called it bacon.
And they don't like
What's
pile
the
it in. It's just
difference?
one little.
Canadian bacon's like ham.
Yeah.
Oh, it's ham. Then what's bacon? Bacon.
Pork.
Yeah, they're both types of pork, but one looks like ham, or one looks more like those strip things.
Dry.
That's like what we call bacon in America.
They have to dry it on
It's
the
not
pork,
dried. You fry it.
and then it's all dry.
Technical.
So
It's never soft.
And then it dries.
I guess if you like tap the oil off of it, but it's pretty greasy.
Yeah, but it's not soft. It's like
not
it
good for
breaks.
you, is
Yeah.
it?
Because then it's dry. You can break it.
I went to a meeting once where we had chocolate covered bacon and completely.
Ew.
Yeah, that's weird.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
It tastes. I tried it because you have to.
Yeah.
And it just really like my brain was couldn't merge the flavor, so it was like I felt like I was eating chocolate with bacon. Like my brain was like not willing to put it together. It was
That
funny.
doesn't
They
look
even
like
have
something you
like
should be putting
bacon donut,
together.
don't they?
They have that
Bacon
donut
donut?
where they put bacon with cinnamon. Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh,
people
in
coming up
America,
with-
they use bacon for everything. Like the bacon goes to like salads, right?
When I traveled to Iowa, like everything has bacon. Like they
yeah,
have the International Pork Expo in Des Moines, Iowa, and like everywhere's bacon.
My first time to eat bacon when I moved here. They don't have bacon in
No,
In Africa.
when you go to the pizza place in Nairobi, they say they have bacon, but what they
It's
really
n-
have is Canadian bacon.
Yeah, it's not
But they
bacon.
call it bacon. I remember one time I was like, "Is this Canadian bacon?" And they were looking at me like, "What are you talking about?"
There's no difference here, madame.
Yeah,
It's bacon.
yeah.
Wow.
So why is it like bacon is like in everything?
You
Like,
put it on a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
You add it to so bacon
Everything.
can be in any time of day.
yeah,
We don't just make it.
Yeah,
a
bacon is like, you guys eat it all the time.
yeah.
It's for breakfast. It can
Yep.
be for lunch.
Dinner.
It can be for dinner.
I hate bacon.
Yeah, me too.
I like.
I don't like the grease
Yeah,
when it's
The
all
grease,
greasy and
yeah.
stuff.
yeah. I don't like the grease part. I usually pat it.
Yeah.
And then it dries up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I was just wondering if that was truly an American thing. Cause
Yeah, it's definitely American.
It made me think. Because I was like, why do I have these rules about what can be eaten at what time of day? Because it's like not like my body cares.
Yeah,
I
Like,
know.
your food
A
is food,
physician.
right?
Have you been, eating
you-
breakfast, lunch, and dinner? I'm
And-
like, I've been eating food. Yeah.
Yeah, I eat
Thank
when I
you
feel
for
hungry.
People say we're having breakfast for dinner
Yeah,
because they're making eggs.
yeah.
You're
Isn't
just
that weird?
eating.
You're
just
eating foods.
You're eating food.
Yeah.
That's
So
interesting.
I think also food like that. I was saying that yeah, food connects us. Have like a connects us as a family. Like if you have an identity, you identify you as your own. It ties us to our own families. Like you guys are talking about, there's like certain food that your family, it's only your family makes.
But even within America, we have families like that, right? So, like, I remember growing up, my grandpa had to have his spaghetti separate from his meat sauce. But then other parts of our family, you would go and they would mix it together.
Yeah.
And it was like a huge discussion topic.
Why are you doing it like that way? Why are you making it that way? You know?
Yeah.
To mix the sauce, to mix the sauce with the.
Yeah, like to serve them separately or serve them like combined together.
I have to make
I think
spaghetti.
you can
put
serve
that
it
sauce in it.
separately.
I don't know.
Like you
I
make
didn't know
spaghetti
this.
separate, and then after you're done,
Like you make the noodles and then you make the sauce, and so people can choose how much sauce they want to put on.
instead of just dumping it all in
I
there.
mean, I like that. Nothing wrong with that.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's
But then,
okay.
like, well, maybe my grandpa was the one who actually added it together. I can't remember now. But I remember he loved the second day spaghetti. Everybody talked about the second day spaghetti because then the sauce like really got into the noodle. Yeah,
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
funny.
Yeah,
yeah. So food ties us to our families, and then holds a special and personal values for us,
It does.
right?
Because I know sometimes when because we're so used to eating at our house and how we make certain foods that when we eat it
At a
like
different
other
house.
people
Yeah.
making that food, it just tastes different.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's interesting.
But
What did you put in here?
Yeah. It doesn't taste like what I'm used to.
We don't put that at our house.
Why do you think people do that? Like, why do you think people think
Everybody has their
That
own.
connection,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
connection to
yes.
that food that you
Yeah.
have at your house. That when you go to somebody else's house, it's like,
I don't have any connection to this one.
Nope.
No connection to this one. You know? Yeah, I need some connection. So, does your family have any special cultural connection to a certain food? And what is that food?
I think in America, celebrations require food, but it's also dependent on season. So you wouldn't show up with like hamburgers and hot dogs like in January,
Why?
Why?
like because it'd be more like that's a barbecue season kind of food. Like summer is all, like July is National Hot Dog Month and National Cookout Month. Like because we got to have things, you know. National Ice Cream Month, National Picnic Month.
Ice cream
there's a
Pickle
national
month. National pickle month. Fried pickles.
Yeah, I'm sure there's it's probably a day. I don't think a pickle gets a whole month.
That's nasty.
It's going too far right there, but
I don't know if they're really fried pickles. Is it like a really fried pickle?
Like they put
you
it
put it in breading
oil?
and then you fry it. Yeah.
Oh,
Have you ever had fried zucchini? They do the same thing. They'll take
Ooh,
zucchini
that is nasty.
and you put it in like butter and then flour and then you put it in oil and fry it.
Oh God.
and you just eat it like that?
We add it to ranch. Usually dip it in ranch because everything's made better with when you
I
dip
don't
it in
know why
ranch.
you guys dip everything. Like everything has to
How's the dip?
ketchup, like we're so used to
Like
it
we
now.
like our
But I
dips.
always ask myself, why is everything dipping? You're dipping everything.
We
That's
do.
nasty.
We have
This
to have
fried
things-
pickle, how does that taste?
Nasty.
It's like pickle with breading. And yeah. We'll have to have you try it just so you can
Like
see it.
have you ever tried those like is it fried onions? Like you know how they
Oh, I
they
don't
put it
like
in
that.
Those blooming
Onion
onions.
rings?
I don't like
I've
that.
always wanted to try onion rings. I've never
don't
tried
like
Onion
that.
rings.
I feel like I wouldn't like that. I
Yeah?
feel like I wouldn't like that.
I tried it one time and it wasn't that good.
What makes it is the dip.
Yeah.
You see? I'm gonna
dip.
dip it. Dip it.
But you have to dip it on like something, orange.
Yeah, you have to have a sauce.
A sauce.
It's like a special sauce that you dip a blooming onion in.
Yeah.
You gotta have, the sauces aren't.
There's a different sauce that you have to dip in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
what
what? What
sauce
type
is
of American food I like?
Your mom
Is
loves
it
that.
American food? You will usually find it in whatchamacallit, leeches like rides and stuff. Whatchamacallit? What is it called?
Like a falafel?
No.
No.
It's like it goes in a circle and they
The
put
cotton
like
candy?
no.
Pretzel?
No. It's sweet.
It's
A
pretzel,
cinnamon?
right?
No.
Is that a falafel?
No.
Okay.
It's they make it. It's like it goes in circle, right? So it looks like a cinnamon roll, but it's not. And then they put like different topping, like sugar
I think that's a
powder.
falafel.
It's a falafel.
Yeah.
I think so. I think that's what it's called.
I feel
Is
like
it
I have a
not
good
a
question
nani?
now.
Is it not a nani?
Is it something else?
The
maybe I know it with like a different
A
name.
donut?
like a churro?
No, it's
No.
like they squeeze it's like a floury kind of thing, and
Yeah.
it makes all those circles. Funnel cake.
Funnel cake.
There's the
That's
word.
what it is.
Like
Funnel cake.
falafel.
I love
Yeah.
funnel
Funnel
cake.
cake.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Put
I love
sugar
funnel
over
cake.
it.
Funnel cake.
Search it up on Google. You'll see
Yes.
funnel. I love funnel cake. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a specific season, right? Like
Yeah,
that
the
has
summer
to go with
season.
like a summer kind of thing. Like January is going to be your soups and like that kind of stuff.
So in Africa, people don't do that at all.
No,
you
we just
eat
eat.
whatever you want
Yeah, we really divide
from
food
January
here.
to
Yeah.
December.
Part of the
It
day.
doesn't matter what
depending
it-
on weather. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does
like
it?
you guys have to have like
there's, like, too much
Specific
choice.
food for every time.
Too much choice.
And then like on Thanksgiving, there's like a certain things that they
There's
have to
certain
cook.
things you have to have on Thanksgiving. Yes.
yeah, you guys like, it has to be turkey, macaroni
Ham.
cheese, ham, or nani.
No,
Green
you,
beans.
have
Cranberry.
you don't have ham on Thanksgiving. What are you talking about?
You have ham on Christmas.
Yes,
Turkey
Christmas.
Day. Yeah, Christmas will be either your ham or your roast.
Oh my
And
I
then
found
Easter,
that out 2 years ago.
Easter is usually a ham, but this man over here decided that we can't have pork because Jesus was Jewish on Easter.
Jesus was Jewish. Yeah.
So then one Easter he wakes up and decides he has to go slaughter a sheep.
Yep.
on Easter morning.
What?
It made more sense to me. Like,
Did you hear that?
why are we eating pork?
You woke up and you just said you want to slaughter.
No, we went to a farm and
Yes.
You went to a farm and slaughtered.
Yeah.
On Easter.
on Easter.
And
That's
then
pretty cool.
the knife slipped, and he ended up needing to go to the hospital and get stitches.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got
my
cut on the leg.
All because he couldn't eat ham on Easter.
Oh god.
So
Like-
I'm not the only one who divides.
Why do
food
we
like
eat
that.
ham on Easter? Why?
I
Why?
don't know.
There's
know.
there's no connection.
I think
Yeah.
my family, we did that. We had ham like one time, like a couple of years back, and like I think Mjomba and Moses are the only ones that like liked ham. None of us liked ham, so we've never had ham.
So what do
after
you
that.
do for Christmas?
Ajamani, we just cook a lot of African food,
Yeah.
and then a lot of mix
Chapati,
mix it with a
chapati.
little bit of
Mandasi.
American food
Yeah.
as well too. You know.
So you don't do like a big meat? Okay.
No.
See, we like to do that at holidays. We have like
Yeah.
a big meat. Like Thanksgiving has a turkey, or like a
We
roast
always have
or
turkey on
something.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, we do that.
We adopted that.
yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why it has to be
I don't know
turkey.
either, Yeah.
Maybe
That
we should
poor
change that.
bird.
Is
Yeah.
it turkey
Yeah.
day?
We don't have to make turkey. It makes me sleepy, man.
I think that's
turkey away from my turkey day.
After
It's
you
the
finish
stuff.
eating,
Yeah.
child.
You want to sleep?
Melatonin.
Why? That's why all those memes on Thanksgiving.
The
It's
people
because
snoozing.
they've put stuff in this turkey.
Yeah.
It's making people go to sleep.
As soon as you finish eating that turkey, like
It
Thanksgiving,
has like
dinner,
natural melatonin in
It
it.
does.
You get all like that.
But then ham makes you really thirsty.
Sí, yes, because
Yeah.
it's so salty.
Very.
It's very salty.
So maybe we shouldn't do ham next time.
Okay, don't take away my meats.
Yeah. Don't do that.
I'll be serving bacon at every holiday from now on.
Yeah, so we found out that in America it's more like for holidays or special occasions. There's like special food for those times, right?
Yeah.
For most families, I guess.
And birthdays, we usually
And
have a
birthdays,
cupcake or a
it-
cake.
Yeah.
Does that transcend culture?
Me, I've never known about cake.
I
and
never even
birthday
celebrated
thing.
my birthday. Like
Yeah, in
I
Africa,
just-
we don't.
we don't care about birthdays.
Wait, pause. In Africa, like when you have a birthday, you
They throw flour at you.
no, they
And
throw water at you. That's
Water.
how.
Oh, flowers for
Yeah.
is for when
Wedding.
you give birth or a wedding.
Yeah.
They
So
throw
you-
flour out? You have to give birth?
Yeah.
They give you flowers.
They throw the
You
flour
did
on the
it.
husband, I think.
Like, no,
Or
they're
the
talking about like
family.
baking flour.
Yeah.
Like
Like all
that.
purpose
Oh, we don't do
flour.
that again.
Yeah.
And then
we
when
do
you
that.
get married,
Uh-huh.
and they throw flour at your family.
Like
Why?
dump like flowers.
But it's more like a virtue type of thing. You know, like the fact that the girl made it into like marriage with nothing happened. Yeah.
Okay.
Then they
So-
throw flour.
Because in Kenya, they do the water thing.
Yeah.
On your
Birthdays.
birthday.
They do that in our culture too. Like you only
They
there's no
hide.
birthday parties. You just get water thrown at you,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and
Get
hopefully
washed.
you get money.
Yeah, hopefully you can buy it before or after the water.
Exactly.
Yeah. So does food play a huge part of special holidays, ceremonies?
Yeah.
We just talked about that, right?
Yeah, we did. I guess
About
it
weddings.
does.
So what do you guys like cook in a wedding? What
If you're
is so
some
special
Africans,
for?
they cook all the stuff. They have ugali in there, like at weddings. They have chapati. They have like beans, kisamfu, all that stuff. They have.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
every
think we
African
have
thing.
like seasonal or like
It's the
you
same
bring
food.
all
It's
the
the same
food.
Just bring it all.
All the food.
everything.
The
you can
usual.
You
cook.
can have everything.
The usual food you eat every day. Like that's
Yeah.
all we bring on those occasions.
But like
too.
all of
No,
it.
like
All of
it's made
I mix.
different though.
Yeah.
Like for example,
Yeah.
if you were at home on a usual day, you'll just eat rice. It'll just maybe be white rice or yellow rice. But on somebody's wedding,
Pilau.
pilau, wali with vegetables, wali
Like
with
fish
herbs,
Oh, so you
made
dress
with
up
like
the
different
fish with
veggies
made
and
with
stuff.
veg. So it's like
Yeah.
amped up.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not the
De-
usual.
it's like
Well, then
decorated.
plantains. Is that just more of a celebration food, or is that like a everyday? You'll just
That's like
mix
a
it?
comfort.
It's like
food,
every
but
now
it's
and
like
again
every-
type of food, but then you know it's expected to have in certain like celebrations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about sambusa? Is that
I
a
love
celebration
sambusa.
food or like an everyday
It's an
food?
everyday
It's like
thing.
and
When
mostly
you,
celebration.
when you have the time to make it,
You make
it's
it.
it's
That's
very
time-consuming.
time consuming. Exactly. Mandazi is time consuming.
Chapati.
is time consuming. If you make it like
Thank you, Cynthia, for volunteering to make that.
I know.
Yeah. So how has food culture changed your family?
How has it changed over time, you mean?
Yeah, over time. That's changed your family over time.
I think it's adapting.
Yeah, I think we're just kind of adapting to the American culture a little bit, and just kind of contributing some American food into like our everyday lives and stuff.
Assimilating it.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying. That's the word I was searching for. Assimilating.
Yeah.
But that's the only change I would think of.
Do you think it's because of how fast paced everything is here? So like,
Yeah, everything
I'm not gonna stay all day making samosas. I can run to Wendy's and grab something fast, right?
That too.
Yeah.
Or just because you don't want to eat the same thing, so you want to try something new.
Yeah.
So,
but fast food makes you tired. Does it make you tired? It makes me tired. It makes me lazy, and it makes me feel like I have a lot of oil in my body.
and not even fast food. Like different recipes that you can look up online. Like the things that we've been doing. Yeah, just like to have something different other than like the repetitive that you've been eating.
Yeah.
So
the varieties.
Yeah,
I feel like that's an American culture thing, is the variety of food.
yeah.
Because I feel like in Kenya, like it could be the same thing day in and day out. In the villages, right? In the city, you got like the varieties and
Because you can go to a restaurant.
yeah. But in the village, it's just like
no restaurant. You have to
so
cook
we're gonna have rice and potatoes today,
Which
and
makes
then
it
we're
better.
gonna have rice and potatoes tomorrow, and then the next day we might throw some cabbage in.
Oh,
Spice it up.
surprise!
Yep. But I think it's great to be able to just cook. Like just cook your food instead of.
Yeah.
It tastes better.
It tastes better.
Yeah, it does.
You know what you're making. It's not
You know
like
what's in it. Yeah.
you know what's in it.
That's important
Because
this
this
Like sometimes you go to like a
chemicals.
Burger King and like the meat on that burger,
It seems very.
it's 80% meat.
Very
How can it be 80% meat?
unnatural?
Do not ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Exactly.
What
I
is
feel
that
like
20%?
Americans should ask questions, though.
Yeah.
We need to ask questions.
But I feel like food shouldn't be just to fill your stomach.
It can't
should
be
to give you
that
nutrition.
fast. It shouldn't be made that fast. I don't think you should be able to microwave those meats and things. It's so weird.
They're not meat. I don't know what they taste like meat.
We're not going to get a sponsorship from any of these places.
No, we don't want sponsorship from. I don't want sponsorship from you, McDonald's, Burger King. No.
Yeah, you guys need to at least be transparent about that stuff so people know, right? But
That's why Uncle doesn't eat.
no.
They're listening.
I never heard about like meat being 80%. Do you ever heard about that?
That means what's
meat
that?
is
What's,
meat, right?
They have these new
What's the
Impossible
20%?
burgers and stuff.
What?
They're like plant-based.
Yeah, I heard of
Plant-based
that.
proteins.
I've heard about that.
It's starting to come out more.
Those people.
the chicken that's made from vegetables, but it tastes like chicken. Man,
Yeah.
that one is very suspicious.
Those people. They're bad.
Yeah. I never heard about like meat being 75% or 80%.
I didn't know
Like,
there was a percentage too.
Yeah, me. Yeah.
Now,
the
are you
other
talking about like
percent is what
the
you
hamburger I
use
buy in the
as
store, like the 80%?
No, like-
because that's 80% lean is what it's talking
No,
about.
no, that
You
like
know what?
like if you read like the this fast food places, it says 80% meat,
Not lean.
not lean, like 80% meat. So I'm like
That's so
80%. So what is this 20%?
Exactly.
I don't think you want to know.
Yeah.
I think we should go and ask questions.
Go ahead. Let me know. Come back. Come back, fill us in.
I think before they didn't say that, but I think they were made to do that now. I think the FDA
Yeah,
made them
they
do that.
made
Yeah.
them so
Yeah.
you had
But-
to actually show like ingredients and things.
But people, I think a lot of us just eat to get your stomach full. It's not really to get nutrition on it.
Or to enjoy.
Yeah, it just
You have to savor.
We don't have time.
Exactly. What is with that? They need to create those times where you're like, you can actually sit down and enjoy it.
That's why like that first sip of coffee means so much to me, because then after that, I'm off to the races. So like,
Yeah.
Nothing else.
yeah.
So what can be done to preserve the food and culture, so we don't lose it for future generations?
Teach it to the next generation.
Yeah,
But do you think we'll be able to? Because we're not doing that. We're not cooking like the traditional food.
I mean,
anymore.
I don't know about like
In my
some
house,
people, but
we
we are. Like when we were little, like we were taught to like cook like at such a young age,
Yeah.
especially the girls. And so with that, like I was able to teach my little sister as well too the food that we cook. So I feel like if we keep that along, it'll keep our culture alive and the foods of our culture alive.
And I feel like if we do, because food has such a powerful emotional attachment, like humans have so much attachment to it emotionally. If we do that, it's easy to just keep it going generation after generation. But at the same time, the life is getting way busy. The people are forgetting. Like people don't want to take time to cook like
Everything
the
is
traditional
processed.
food. You want to do it go quick. Quick is better.
Fast,
Fast.
That's not good.
So it's dangerous because some of these kids will never know how to even cook some of the traditional foods. Because they
I remember when COVID first hit and I was in the grocery store and, there's like nothing on the shelves. I saw these college boys walking down the aisle and they just turned to each other and they're like, they even cleaned out the cup of noodles. What are we going to eat? I was like, oh, these poor boys. Like, they don't even know how to make anything.
there's a cup of noodles.
Yeah.
You put water on it and throw it in the microwave.
Yeah. But it was so, like, the shelves are bare. So they're like, what do we do?
Eat bread.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So you parents out there,
COVID was scary.
teach your kids how to make food, like how to cook, like those traditional foods, so we can keep passing it down,
It's important.
so we don't lose that identity, because food is our identity.
Part of.
Part of our identity. Yes, part of our
You
identity.
It
what
can
you
be
eat.
my identity.
You are what you eat,
Exactly.
and you eat to live, or you live to.
Yeah, we live to eat. Yeah, one of the two.
So let's go back to our roots and grow your food, prepare your food, cook your food.
Start a garden.
Yeah, start a little garden or whatever. Cook your
Food
food.
shortage is coming.
Yeah. So thank you guys for listening, and let us know what you think about this food culture. What is food? So what does food signify in your life?
What's your comfort food?
What is your comfort? Yes.
Is it chai?
I don't have one.
Uncle, you have one.
I just
You
eat
just
it.
don't
I
know.
just eat whatever it's
I
made.
think
Probably just don't know what
Yamachoma
it is.
with kachambari and ugali. I think that's your
I just eat it because it's what I used to eat.
You have to eat it because you feel something. You have to
No?
I feel like he does. He probably just doesn't realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you don't realize that you have a comfort food.
If
but
it was
you
a
do.
comfort food, I would be eating like every other week.
No,
It takes a
comfort food
long
is not
time.
something you eat every other week,
No.
Uncle. It's when you
It's
eat
too
it.
much work to make it.
It's and that's it.
I don't even drink chai no more because it makes me like
Ow.
stomach get all upset.
Up
I don't
and
know
up
why.
Is it because of the milk?
I drink like the black tea.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh.
Strong.
COVID.
the milk thing is like messing up my stomach
Mm-mm.
for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the milk here. I
It
don't.
must be if there's 80%
Yeah, because you're fine when
meat,
you're in Kenya.
Yeah.
then there's something in the milk.
There's
Yeah.
2% milk. What's the other percent?
Did you ever know about that? Like before you moved here, there was like a percentage on milk.
I never knew that.
I never knew
I
that.
has
thought
to do
it
with
just
the
came
fat
from the cow and
content,
that's
yeah.
it.
I didn't even
Milk
know
is
about
milk,
soy
right?
milk and almond
Why is
milk
there
and all that
fat in the
stuff.
milk? Oh,
Yeah.
just asking.
Because it comes out of the cow that way.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you so much for listening to Watu.
Thank you very much.
Let us know what you think about this topic. If it's give you some value or it's something that prompts something in your mind and you want to add, you want to chime in, just let us know. Just send us an email or whatever it is. We'd like to hear from you about food and your culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes when you're in like America, you sometimes forget about your culture. And you just like immerse yourself in this culture that you forget your own culture.
Mm-hmm.
But it's important to keep your roots.
Keep your culture alive.
In Kenya, they say mwacha. In Swahili, they say mwacha mila ni mtumwa. It means
yeah.
it means if you leave your culture, you're a slave.
Mm-hmm.
That's a saying in Kenya. Mwacha mila ni mtumwa.
Mm-hmm.
So stick to your culture, cook your food, keep that culture going for the future generation.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for listening to Mtuni Watu, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. You've been listening to Watu podcast. We hope you enjoyed listening to our show. Don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification button so you get notified when we upload a new episode. You can also listen to all our episodes at mtuniwatu.com or your favorite podcast app. Follow us also on Facebook and Instagram. And thank you very much.